How's it going, YouTube? This is Turner JI, and today we have the Monday weekend sales recap. Oh, I got a button pressed in here on the phone. There we go. Hopefully didn't mess anything up. Probably did. Probably pay for this later. Is what it is. All right. Monday weekend sales recap. What's good? This is actually on a Tuesday. I do apologize. Your stuff's only going to ship out today if you purchased. My dad had a doctor's appointment at the Cancer Institute yesterday, and he wanted me to be there to basically take everything in and go over next steps, etc., etc. So obviously that took priority, and unfortunately the doctor must have been running a little late. I got there early. We left much later than what I was anticipating, and yeah, just is what it is, but ended up being a good day. So here we are, Monday weekend sales recap on a Tuesday. It's still everything from yesterday. Labels were printed, so it's all there, but yeah, it's on a Tuesday. Weird, I know, right? Hope you had a good weekend, though. Hope you did have a good Monday, and hope your rest of your week is starting off right and goes well. What's up? What's new? What's exciting? Yeah, market is still good. Believe it or not. Crazy, I know, right? I saw yesterday, I did manage, I believe, unless my pre-order gets canceled, I did manage to get one of the, God, dude, it's terrible. Bought it, don't even know the set. The new set coming out, what, Destined Rivals, whatever the new set is, Team Rocket-ish thing coming out in English. I did get an ETB off of Pokémon Center, and I did see they're selling for like $400 on eBay already. God, dude, it's so crazy. It's like one of them things where like I want to open it when I get it, but it's so hard to like think about opening something that you paid like $60 for. It's worth $400 when like that difference I could go buy a card like a PSA 10 for my collection for like $300 that I wanted for a while. So I'm gonna have to make that decision when we get there, just because it's only 10 packs. We'll see what the price is when we get there, but I hate to sell it, but it's like so tough to, you know what I mean? I'm literally gonna be able to trade that for something I actually want for my collection in a 10 or something like that in Japanese. So I don't know. We'll see when we get there. Hopefully you guys got one. I know the queue system was wonky. I just kind of left it up while I was sitting here, and it wasn't working at all, and I actually had a friend get me one. So shout out to you if you watch these videos. I don't know if you do or not, but thank you. But yeah, that's where we're at. The reason I say that is because it kind of ties into this Monday weekend sales recap. You're going to see a lot of Team Rocket cards in here, and I definitely noticed the last 2 weeks here a big uptick in Dark Pokemon, both from the original Rocket Gang and Rocket Gang Strikes Back have been selling. I just find that interesting that, you know, what did everyone just randomly discover Team Rocket all of a sudden, how cool they actually are, even though they're kind of lame, but they're still really cool. Just iconic piece of Pokemon history. I'm not sure, but it is interesting how that sways the market. Like, oh, this Rocket set's coming out, like, well, oh, there's 2 Rocket sets before, let's check it out. Like, and then they do, and then you see Team Rocket Pokemon in here selling. So you're gonna definitely see, I would say 10, at least 10 between graded and singles, maybe at least 5. Let's say at least 5, probably closer to 10, because I'm looking at 3 right now just on this one person's order. So yeah, it's probably 10. It's probably closer to 10. So yeah, I find that interesting. That's kind of why I segued in from that. I mean, it's interesting that that influences the vintage market as well. So shout out to the people that discovered Team Rocket, because the Dark Pokemon from Rocket and Rocket Gang Strikes Back have always been good. So all right, total for this weekend was $3,097.59. As always, that does not deduct eBay fees, shipping costs, taxes, etc., etc. That is simply the gross amount for what you see in front of you. Again, really good sales weekend. Just really like penny shy of 3,100. There's one big boy in here that sold that kicked that up for sure, but overall, I mean, it's still a good amount here. What was I gonna say? Lost my train of thought. Good variety of singles and graded. I don't know. Maybe that's what I wanted to say. Either way, let's jump into it. Again, $3,097.59. Light on. Move this over and let's get into this. All right. Oop. Oh no. Oh gosh, I like geeked out. I thought I messed up the way I put these in order again somehow, and I just was scrolled to the wrong side of the thing. All right, here we go. Okay, Zapdos, Moonlit Pursuit, regular rare, excellent condition, $10.25. I think people sleep on these regular rares from Diamond and Pearl era a lot, especially since there's stuff like this. There's a Moltres and an Articuno as well. Check those out. I don't know. It's an Arita artwork. They're just really good. They're just not hollow. So, again, excellent condition, $10.25. We have the Charizard from VMAX Climax, near mint, $4.99. There we go. Dark Vaporeon. Regular rocket, or first rocket set. Excellent condition, $7.99. Dark Dragonair, light play, $4.99. We have, all right, so this top loader is super vintage. Sorry for the grossness on this. I told you guys I've been using top loaders for my baseball collection that I've been going through with my dad, like from ages ago. This is just sticker residue. Just be aware of that. Because people used to always put their price tags on the top loaders. But anyway, look at this black border on this. This was the, is it graded guard or whatever for graded cards? This was the original, man. They got the black border on this. You threw, not quite as good, but it's there. Squirtle, Galactic's Conquest, heavy play, $1.99. And then with that, Dark Jolteon, Team Rocket, excellent condition, $7.99. We have Charizard, character rare from VMAX Climax, near mint, $12.59. Here we go. This is a gorgeous card. We got Rayquaza, Pokepark Blue File promo in a PSA 9. This card is like super slept on in my opinion. This is like a super good Saito artwork. It's like coming out of like smoke, like purple smoke. The green is like super emerald color. Like, I don't know. This is just sick. But PSA 9, this one, $157.49. Absolutely love this card. This is one that if it would have graded a 10, I probably would have justified putting it in the collection. Sometimes, when you really, you guys know how it is. When you sell cards like this, when I'm doing this full time and I don't have another job to supplement my addiction, you can't keep everything. But, sometimes there's that's a keep no matter what. And then there's that's a keep under a stipulation so that it makes it harder for you to keep it type thing. And it just kind of goes on and on like that when you're throwing stuff in the collection. But that's one if I ever graded a 10, which I don't think I will because I don't think I have any copies. And I don't even know where you would find a mint copy unless you got a folder. That's one that I would consider throwing in the collection. Or if I found it for a super dirt cheap price somewhere or something. But anyway, moving on. Chansey, Town of No Map, PSA 8, $17.09. We got the Raichu, Flight of Legends, PSA 9, Super Chonkachu. PSA 9, $55.57. We have the Lugia EX from Plasma Gale, moderately played, $10.25. This is something I feel like I've seen an uptick in as well. The regular EXs from Black and White era. It's about time. How old is Black and White era? This is probably, 2012? So 12, 13 years. So it's about time that you start seeing this stuff tick upward. And sure enough, it definitely is both in graded and in singles, as well as the quantity being sold as well. Again, moderately played, $10.25. We have the Arceus from the movie random pack, near mint, $26.99. We have the Arceus. This is from the movie release. This is a DPTP promo. Near mint, $11.69. I always thought this was a cool one, and I don't know. It's just a very interesting art style. This is from Kunihiko Yuyama, which I would assume this is probably one of their only artworks in the hobby. Definitely a very unique style, and I definitely like it. It's a shame they didn't do more. Again, near mint, $11.69. Dark Jolteon, excellent condition, $7.19. We have, of course, seems like it's not a Monday weekend sales recap without a Hoopa promo. We got the Hoopa movie ticket giveaway promo again here from XYP, near mint, $40.49. I promise you're going to see more of these in here. We have the Charizard EX Korokoro Magazine promo, excellent condition, $25.64. It's from XYP. We have this awesome Karen's Tyranitar from VS Series, PSA 9, $116.99. Definitely getting very, very, very low on VS Series, and it is getting very, very, very hard to pick it up for an affordable price, which kind of makes me sad. You know, it may not be part of my collection, but it's one of those things where when you have it still, even if it's in inventory, it just feels good to have like a ton of something. You know what I mean? It just feels good. You're like, oh, like that's kind of part of my collection till it sells. And then when you don't have it anymore, it's just like, oh, sad. I mean, I do have a complete set of this, but I don't know. Just sad to start seeing VS trickle out. I remember just buying this stuff when it was affordable because it didn't make sense to me how cheap it was. And well, we're getting to the end of it for sure. I mean, I'm still going to pick up cards here and there, but it won't ever be like when I had, you know, probably 10 plus of just about every card in the set. So anyway, PSA 9, $116.99. Here is the big boy for the weekend. We have a Hitmonchan Legendary Collection, PSA 10. This is one of the few Legendary Collection reverse holos that I have left from the original submission. Did probably like, what, a year or two ago at this point. PSA 10, $719.99. These are just super tough to find in mint condition, super tough to grade. And I think a lot of people, I mean, I remember even myself personally when this set first came out when I was younger, everyone was just so irritated because it was just a reprint, which is sparkle foils, and it almost looked fake. But over the years, this has definitely grown on me. I definitely really appreciate this stuff a lot more. I just think that it's one of those things where it just left a sour taste in everyone's mouth back in the day because we had gotten base set 2 and then you got Legendary Collection, and we were just like, please give us some new artwork type thing. But yeah, great set. Again, $719.99 for the 10. We have Mewtwo Battle Festa promo in PSA 9 from XYP, $50 flat. We have Ross's Whalmer from Theater Limit VS deck, Light Play, $12.82. Then we have Oakley's Ariados from the same deck, Light Play, $12.59. We have a Suicune Raikou Suicune Legend bottom half here from Reviving Legends, PSA 10. Beautiful foiling, nice to roll in this copy. $211.49. Those are starting to pick up selling as well, the legend pieces. That market was super saturated for a while because everyone and their brother picked them up because the Chinese people were buying every single one available for astronomical prices. And then that stopped, and then everyone had them, fire sold them, and then now that a lot of them are fire sold, now prices are going back up. Pokepark Latios, Pokepark Forest File, PSA 9, $71.99. This is a beautiful card. I love this art by Kanako Io. We have Metagross, Speed of the Frontier, PSA 9, $35.99. Gengar, Advent of Arceus, PSA 8, $49.49. Is that what it is? Yeah, $49.49. Yeah, I don't know. Nice artwork. Cool one here. We got Tepig. I think Tepig's starting to gain some traction. I think we're in black and white era here, Pokemon again. Black and white Pokemon getting some love. I think it's deserved. But Tepig here, Sun and Moon promo, Gym Set promo, PSA 10, $53.99 with your boy Pignite back here, just passed out. I feel like they always do very creative artworks with this trio, for sure. We have another Hoopa movie ticket giveaway promo. This one in excellent condition, $29.06. We have the German Paradise Resort, the Deutsch one, PSA 9, $49.49. Weird that we have that number again not long after in a completely different card and graded rather than wrong. The mind is putting 2 and 2 together that don't actually match, but it's good at that. Anyway, Metapod, near mint, $11.69 from Cardass. This is obviously the red version because of the way that it is. We have Dusclops, Miracle of Desert, damage condition, $1.79. I mean, it is damaged, but to get something like that, this vintage, this nice, for under $2 to put in the collection, can't complain. So I love having everything in my store, not just everything, but also every possible condition. You know, it just gives everybody a chance to get something cool no matter what your budget is or what you're willing to spend. I think that's a big thing too that people forget. Pokemon's not all about your budget. You might have plenty of money to spend, but it takes a while to get the confidence in order to just say, hey, you know, fuck it, I'm going to buy, you know, this card for $500 or $1,000. I remember that was a big thing for me for a while. I remember buying my first card for, I think my first big purchase was a Porygon fan club promo for like $1,000 in that range. And I'm like, oh my God, what did I just do? Like, you know what I mean? Type thing like that. And it takes a while to get just confident and comfortable spending this money in this stuff, because it's not that you want to make money per se when you're buying some of your collection, but you don't want to really lose money. You don't look like a fool, buy something and then have it drop drastically and realize, well, you know, it's not that I'm mad that I have the card, but I could have got it and then got another card too. So yeah, definitely it's important to have every price point, I think, in your store. And I think that if more people did that, they would be probably more successful in this hobby for sure. Anyway, mini tangent. You know, you probably got like 10 of those already, but here we go. Dark Weezing, Rocket Strikes Back, near mint, $26.99, followed by a Dark Tyranitar. Rocket Gang Strikes Back, PSA 9, $121.49. I always think of this one as the Godzilla Tyranitar. It's just the style, the way it was drawn, like the shadowing, just everything about this screams like vintage Godzilla like framework from like the animations and stuff back in the day. Hey, Dark Golbat, Team Rocket Original, near mint, $13.49. Dark Weezing, Original Rocket, near mint, $11.69. Dark Arbok, Original Rocket, near mint, $12.59. Told you guys we're going to see some Rocket in here for sure. Another movie ticket giveaway promo. Excuse me. Give me a sec here. I'm going to grab a sip of my coffee. Oh my gosh, that's so good. All right, we're happy again. All right, another movie ticket giveaway promo. This one in light play condition, $24.29. We have a Regigigas from the DP Card Exchange collection challenge thing. Beautiful swirl in this copy. PSA 10 for $49.49. Why is that the number of the video here? $49.49. All right, well, yeah, gorgeous card. Darkrai, Level X, Shining Darkness, excellent condition, $40.49, not $49.49, $40.49. All right. Gardevoir, Dawn Dash, Light Play, $10.79. We have Suicune here, Legend Perfect promo from LP, near mint, $26.99. Awesome card here. Definitely one of my favorite EXs from this era. We have the PSA 10 Ho-Oh EX from Golden Sky Silvery Ocean, $274.49. This is probably one of my favorite sets in general. Golden Sky just has it all. You got the Ho-Oh, the Lugia, Espeon, Umbreon, what else are we looking at? You got Politoed. All the hollows are super nice. Gold stars are your legendary dogs. This set is probably just my, at least in Japanese, this set is probably my favorite, definitely, of all time. But again, PSA 10, $274.49, which actually seems kind of cheap for this when you think about it, but that's where we're at. Cresselia, Regigigas Level X Collection Pack, PSA 9, $31.49. Beautiful, beautiful card here. This one I feel like is at a discount too. I don't feel like there's enough appreciation for this Chikorita deck, especially considering how expensive it is, how unique the artwork is, and how tough they are to grade, low pop. I mean, I'm sure this is sub 20 in a PSA 10. I could be wrong. I can actually open the listing. It'll at least give me a general idea. eBay has that thing where you can click and check PSA data. It's actually really cool. I really like that. It's not updated every day, but I mean, it's going to be close enough unless you're with something modern. But PSA 10 on pop on this is 17. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Now, I think there is 2 copies of this in each deck with different numbering. So if you want to double it up, then it's not technically the same card. You could, but 17 pop for something this vintage, this unique, is just crazy. And the price was only $89.99. Insane to me. Awesome card. Congrats, whoever got this. Lola Ninetales Ultra Genesis promo from SMP, PSA 9, 22.49. Continuing with the Sun and Moon promos, we have the Pika Pika campaign promo, Pikachu from SP, Near Mint, 11.69. Jolteon non-holo from Split Earth, Light Play. I guess I'd need to be able to see the price in order to tell you it. $16.19. We have the Eevee Ultra Shiny GX PSA 10, $119.99. I feel like the shinies from Ultra Shiny are, I know it's a lot of shiny there, but I think they're finally gaining some traction. This set is 7-ish years old. This stuff is super expensive for the box, and I think supply may finally be drying up a little bit. But yeah, definitely feel like it's starting to gain the traction. And plus, they had the cracked ice reverses in that set. I think people overlook that a lot, and I don't think a ton of people graded them. So good cards. But again, $119.99 in PSA 10. We have the Togekiss C from the Garchomp half deck, PSA 9, $54.99. Spiritomb, this is like the second Spiritomb card I've sold in the last 2-3 weeks, and I really like that. Spiritomb getting the love. Spiritomb C from the Garchomp half deck, PSA 9, $44.99. We have Machamp from the Bandai Card S file set, Light Play, $9.99. Another Dark Golbat here from Team Rocket Gang original, excellent condition, $10.99. And lastly, for this Monday weekend sales recap, we have a Cleffa from Golden Sky Silvery Ocean. Again, another reason why I really like Golden Sky. Near mint, $11.99 by the lovely Yuka Mori. Look at this guy. Love it. Absolutely love it. All right, guys, that does it for the Monday weekend sales recap. And even with blabbing a lot in between there, I somehow managed to get done in, well, we're at 22 minutes. It's pretty crazy. Anyone that purchased, thank you. I do appreciate the purchase. Anyone that is a repeat customer, I notice you. Thank you for coming back. Anyone that's new here that decided to watch, thank you for watching and for, shopping in the store. This week, we're on a Tuesday right now. Like I said, I'm a day behind getting this stuff out. I do believe I will be getting bare minimum one more video for you guys this week. I have to figure out what I want to do here. I really want to get a PSA submission out again by the end of this week. We will see if that happens, but I got to throw one together. So if that's the case, then I'll do a video on it. I'll post that this week, and then you will see that, and that'll go out. And then next week, maybe 3 videos again. We'll see when we get there. I told you guys the other day I had all of my appointments coming up here, like my yearly thing. I just had my teeth cleaned. My taxes just got done. I have a doctor's appointment on Thursday for my yearly checkup. I have to get blood drawn for my levels and stuff. So we're in the middle of getting all this chaotic, stupid stuff taken care of here. Well, not stupid. It's technically important, but you know what I mean. And we'll see if after that, then we can be a little more consistent with 3. But you'll get 2 this week. You'll probably get 2 next week. Like I said, this week will probably be a submission video. Next week would probably be like a What Did I Buy series video paired with, of course, the Monday weekend sales recap. And then like I said, we'll go from there. Another update for the store. If you are planning on buying any of these singles, I'm not trying to FOMO you or anything, but I am going to go back through and reprice a lot of that stuff when I go to list my next big batch. That's the big push coming up here. As March closes out, April is all going to be about the list, and there's going to be there's going to be more graded listed, but there is going to be a ton of singles getting uploaded to the store. And in that time frame, I'm also going to be revamping the singles listings that are already up. Prices are going to get adjusted, and I am going to adjust them accordingly. It doesn't matter if they haven't sold yet. If prices on that card seem like they are trending upward, I'm going to raise my price. So if you are trying to catch stuff at the current value, current price now, take advantage of it. Wait for the sale if you want to wait for the weekend sale next week for 10% off. But either way, I'm just making sure to let you guys know, give you the heads up that a lot of stuff in the store is going to get repriced, especially with the demand as high as it is for things. So that's about where we're at. think that about covers everything. I believe so. So, as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, or don't. But either way, I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you.